transported by a winch and a bucket evaluator to the first section of the entire production line. There are two devices in the first station. This machine is a vibration cleaning screen. The vibration cleaning screen uses a sieve with high frequency vibration to better remove large impurities such as roots, stems, and leaves from soybean. The presence of these impurities not only alters the edible oil obtained from subsequent processing, but also causes blockages in the machine. And then it will transport it to the next machine. It is distillator. The distillator specific gravity stone removal machine, which is mainly used to remove small but relatively hard organic impurities such as soil and stones from the raw materials. Based on the weight of the stones and the raw materials, a unique sieve plate and wind force are designed to remove these impurities. In addition, for cotton seeds, a fan needs to be added to the cleaning section to remove the short fibers attached to cotton seed shell. Through the rich project experience of our engineers and the strict control of equipment quality in our factory, the impurity removal rate can reach 98%. If the welt content is too high, a specialized development machine can be added. Generally, customers have requirements for the valid contents of raw materials when processing them. For oil processing, we usually require the cotton seeds to have a valid content of less than 3%. For shelled oilseeds such as cottonseed and sunflower seeds, it is necessary to use a huller to remove the outer shell. The presence of the outer shell can also absorb the oil, affecting the oil yield. Shell stripping machine, based on the porosity of material, we usually choose a discal shell stripping machine, which uses the friction between the raw surface of two grinding discals, physical discals, and moving discals, to squeeze and crushing the oil seeds. The biggest feature is that it is relatively economic and has a bigger peeling effect. For production lines with a processing capacity exceeding 100 tons, we also consider using a crusher directly. The next machine is cracker. For soybeans and peanuts, such as shells and large particle crops, will directly enter the cracker after cleaning to crush the materials to obtain small particles. Cracker can not only crush the shell, but also have a certain crushing effect on the oil. After splitting the kernel and shell, the oil yield can be improved. These are the most efficient production methods summarized by engineers in a variety of projects. The cracker adopts a roller-type design with adjustable spacing, which can not only adjust the pressing according to the average size of the material to achieve the ideal crushing state, but also has a high continuity and improves the work efficiency of the entire production line. Due to the relatively hard texture of soybeans and peanuts, after cracking, the raw materials will be transported to a softening port through the validator circuit. These are our softening parts. The softening part, where direct steam is introduced to adjust the moisture and temperature. Normally, after salt-vaulting, the humidity is maintained at around 10% and the temperature is maintained at around 70 degrees. The temperature and the humidity that are needed to adjust for different raw materials will also vary to some extent. After softening, enter the pressing machine. Through the bucket and then down to the pressing machine. The flaking roll. Due to the relatively small particle size and the softer texture of sunflower seed kernels and cotton kernels, clean soybeans seed kernels and cotton seed kernels are compressed into flaking rolling, increasing their contact area with the oil press, damaging the cell well of oil seeds, releasing more oil, and thus improving the oil yield. And then we transported them to our cooker. And our cooker has the 5 seconds. To adjust the moisture and temperature of the oil. Typically, the optimal processing temperature is around 100 degrees Celsius with a moisture content of approximately 12%. It is fast heating, simple and convenient to adjust the moisture. It also can control the seed automatically. The oil seeds proceed by steaming and frying can be automated to the pressure of the oil press, and the oil yield can be increased. The body of the steam cooker is divided to 5 layers. The bottom of each layer and the edge of the cooker are steam interlayers. Each layer has a valve to adjust the steam entry in order to control the temperature. Also, in order to steam and fry the soybean evenly, each layer has a straining knife. This is an automatic feed door to the soybean to control the feeding in each single layer. The bottom of the layer of the cooker has an control adjustable discharge door, so the steaming cooker has a high degree of automation, and the steaming and frying effect is also good to help you to get a good quality oil. Then the soybean through the winch into the press machine. This is our winch. If you use it at good quality. This is our press machine. We can obtain crude oil, obtaining oil resid and impurities. And our press machine is circular roll oil press machine, which is more well-resident in design, reduces the loss of equipment, and it can greatly increase the service life. We can get crude oil and oil cake. The residual oil rate is only 5 to 6%. The pricing oil through the oil residue scraper. The oil residue scraper is our special design in our company. Then we go in the filter section. We will first transfer them to the clarification tank. Clarifying oil tank, which can serve as a temporary storage, control the production rate, and improve production efficiency. On the other hand, by standing still, the oil residue will set to the bottom of fuel tank due to gravity, making the crude oil cleaner. In addition, we will have noticed an important conveying device after pricing: the oil residue scraper. Our oil residue scraper. Its function is to transport the crude oil, transportation process, and the settled oil residue in the oil tank to blockade evaluator. As the blockade evaluator returns to oil press, it is pressing again to maximize the oil content in the oil and improve our oil yield. Afterwards, in order to obtain cleaner oil, we add a leaf filter, specially designed for large-scale production lines to filter out small impurities in the crude oil. Moreover, the filter bodies in our leaf filter machine are made of food-grade 304 stainless steel to avoid the impact of filter plates on the quality of edible oil. In addition to a large complete production, we also have small processing components for processing capacities of less than 20 tons, including transportation equipment, frying pans, oil press, and filtration equipment, and so on, to meet the basic production process of edible oil processing. According to the different fuel needs of our customers, we have 3 types of frying pans: gas-fried, biomass food, and electronic. Our process not only includes common spiral oil process, but also hydraulic oil process and automatic temperature controlled oil process. Common seed oils such as peanuts, soybeans, sunflowers, sesame seeds, rapeseed, and so on can all be pressed with the same oil press, with a residual oil rate of generally 6 to 7%. After obtaining the crude oil, in order to improve its quality. We will equip it with a plate and frame feature. Through a fine feature clause, on the one hand, it can absorb the moisture in the oil, and the other hand, most importantly, it can improve impurities such as oil residue from the crude oil, make it cleaner. In addition, we also have small oil extraction machines with 1 to 3 tons per day to 10 tons per day and material processing capacities to choose from. There are also integrated process and features that can stipulation process and filter edible oils. Why did we choose a round roll oil press for our small oil press? Mainly because it is designed to be more well-resistant, which can greatly increase its service life. There is another type of oil press, which is a strap press. Although it presses oil under greater pressure, it also causes high wear and tear on the machine, and the maintenance cost is relative cost. It's very high. Whether it is large production line or a small oil press. Our core goal is to obtain more and better quality edible oil, which runs through the designs of the entire edible oil production process. Strive to provide customers with the most suitable edible oil production solution. Now let's take a look at some three dimensional of individual device. This is a distainer. The role of the distainer is to remove small but relatively hard organic impurities. It is circled, such as soil and stones from the raw materials, based on the weight of stones and raw materials. A unique sieve plate and windfalls are designed to remove these impurities. And then the next machine is cracker. The cracker is divided the raw materials into small parts to get the oil easily. Because the materials is too strong, it is hard to press. And this cracker can not only crush the shell, but also have a certain crushing effect on the oil. After splitting the kernel and shell, the oil yield can be improved. These are the most efficient production, most summarized by engineers in a variety of projects. The cracker adopts a roller-type design with a adjustable spacing, which can not only adjust the pressure, but also has higher continuity and improves the work efficiency of the entire production line. Next machine is our flicking roll. This is our flicking roll. The flicking roll increasing their contact area with oil press, damaging the cell wall of the oil seeds, releasing more oil, and thus improving the oil yield. We can get the cake through this machine, flicking roll. Then the next machine is our press machine. We can obtain crude oil containing oil residue and impurous oil. Why we choose this pressing machine? Because it is residual rate is 6 to 7%. And the next machine is our leaf filter. Leaf filter is a specialized design for the large-scale production lines to filter out small impurities in the crude oil. Moreover, the filter blades in our leaf filter machine are made of food-grade 304 stainless steel to avoid the impact of filter blades on the quality of edible oil. Then we look at the raw material soybeans in many various sections. The soybeans is production lines is all the importation, all the equipment. This is all the view in our this production line. We can see the direct the soybean go through. It is up to our cleaner section, the first service, and then through into the second service, and then it through in our cooker to release their moisture and temperature. This is flaking roll, and then throws in our flaking roll, and this is our press machine. The crude oil into the leaf filter. Okay, this is all the equipment. Then I will introduce our equipment line again. Conventional oil seeds usually refer to seed crops. such as peanuts, soybeans, cotton seeds, sunflower seeds, and so on, due to their similar material characters and processing techniques. We will take soybean processing as an example to explain the conventional oil processing line equipment. The harvested soybean are transported by a winch and bucket evaluator to the first section. They are the pre-treatment, the cleaner. The first service is vibrating screen. The vibration clean screen uses a sieve with high frequency vibration to better remove large impurities such as roots, stems, and high frequency vibration and leaves from soybean. The presence of these impurities not only adopts the edible oil obtained from subsequent processing, but also causes blockages in the machine. The vibrating screen is to clean the impurities in the materials. And then the next machine is destiner. The destiner specific gravity stone remove machine, which is mainly used to remove small but relatively hard inorganic impurities such as soil and stones from the raw materials. Based on the weight of stones and raw materials, a unique steel plate and wind force are designed to remove these impurities. In addition, for cotton seeds, a fan needs to be added to cleaning section to remove the short fibers attached to the cottonseed shell. Through the RICH project, experience of engineers, and the strict control of the equipment quality in our factory, the impurity removal rate can reach 98%. If the valid content is too high, a specialized developed machine can be added. Generally, customers have requirements for the valid content of the raw materials when processing them. For oil pressing, we usually require the cotton seeds to have a valid content of less than 3%. For the shelled oil seeds, such as cottonseed and sunflower seeds, it is necessary to use a holder to remove their outer shell. The presence of the outer can also absorb the oil, affecting the oil yield. Shell strapping machine, based on the propriety of the material, we usually choose a dehusked shell strapping machine, which uses a friction between the rough surface up to grinding disc to squeeze and crush the oil seeds. The biggest feature is that it is relatively economic and has a better peeling effect. For production, with a processing capacity exceeding 100 tons per day. We also consider using crushers. And the next machine is our cracker. For soybeans and peanuts, such as shells and large particles, crops, will directly enter the cracker. The cracker can not only crush the shell, the oil yield can be improved. These are the most efficient production methods summarized by engineers in a variety of projects. The cracker adopts a roller-type design with adjustable spacing, which can not only adjust the pressure according to the average size of the material to achieve the ideal crushing state, but also has a higher continuity and improves the work efficiency of the entire production line. Due to the relatively hard texture of soybeans and peanuts, after cracking, the raw materials will be transported to the softened part through the bucket evaluator, where the direct steam is introduced to adjust the moisture, and the temperature is maintained at around 90 degrees, and the temperature and humidity that needed to adjust for different raw materials will also vary to some extent. After softening, enter the pressing machine for press. The processing section after this basically the same as the processing of sunflower seeds and cotton seeds before. Due to the relatively small particle size and the softened texture of sunflower seed kernels and the cotton kernels, clean soybean seeds kernels and cotton seed kernels are compressed into flaking roll. The flaking roll increasing their contact area with the oil press, damaging the cell wall of the oil seeds, releasing more oil, and thus improving the oil yield. It has more area to reach the pressing machine. Afterwards, these raw materials are transported to cooker through bucket evaluator to adjust the moisture and temperature of the oil. Typically, the optimal pressing temperature is around 100 degrees, with a moisture content of approximately 12%. It is fast heating, simple and convenient to adjust the moisture. It can also control the seed automatically. The oil seeds produced by steaming and frying can be adapted to the pressure of the oil press, and the oil yield can be increased. The body of the steam cooker is divided into 5 layers. The bottom of each layer and the edge of the cooker are steam interlayers. Each layer has a value. To adjust the steam entering in order to control the temperature. Also, in order to steam and fry the soybean evenly, each layer has a drying knife. There is an automatic feed door to control the feeding in each single layer, and the bottom layer of the cooker has an adjustable discharge door, so This steaming cooker has a high degree of automation, and the steaming and frying effect is also good to help you get high quality oil. And then the soybean through the winch into the pressing machine. We can obtain the crude oil containing oil residue and impurities. Oil pressing machine is a circle roll oil press machine, which is more well-rested in design, reduces the loss of equipment, and it can greatly increase the service life. We can get the crude oil and oil cake. The residue oil rate is only 5 to 6%. And then we go in the filter section through the oil residue scraper. The oil residue scraper's function is to transport the crude oil transportation process and the settled oil residue in the oil tank to the bucket evaluator. As the bucket evaluator returns to the oil press, and it is pressed again to maximize the oil content in the oil and improve our oil yield. The clean oil tank is our first step in our filter section, which can serve as a temporary storage, control the production rate, and improve production efficiency. On the other hand, by standing still, the oil residue will settle to the bottom of fuel tank due to the gravity, making the crude oil cleaner. And the second machine in our filter section is leaf filter, specially designed for large-scale production lines to filter out small impurities in the crude oil. Moreover, the filter blades in our leaf filter machine are made of food-grade 304 stainless steel to avoid the impact of filter plates and on the quality of edible oil. In addition to a large complete production line, we also have small processing components for processing capacities of less than 20 tons, including transportation equipment, fry pans, oil presses, filter equipment, and so on, to meet the basic production process of edible oil processing. According to the different flow needs to our customers, we have 3 types of frying pans: gas-fired, biomass-fueled, and electronic. Oil presses not only include common spiral oil process, but also hydraulic oil presses and automatic temperature-controlled oil presses. Common seed oils such as peanuts, rapeseed, sunflower seeds, soybeans, and sesame seeds, and so on, can all be pressed with the same oil press, with a residual oil rate of generally 6 to 7%. After obtaining the crude oil, in order to improve its quality, we will equip it with a plate and frame filter. Through a fan filter closed on the one hand, it can absorb the moisture in the oil, and on the other hand, most importantly, it can remove impurities such as oil residue from the crude oil, make it cleaner. In addition, we also have small oil extraction machines with 1.3 tons per day to 10 tons per day, and multiple processing capacities to choose from. There are also integrated presses and filters that can stimulate press and filter edible oils. Why did we choose a round roll oil press for our small oil press? Mainly because it is designed to be more well-resistant, which can generally greatly increase its service life. There is another type of oil press, which is a strap press. Although it presses oil under greater pressure, it also causes high wear and tear on the machine, and the maintenance cost is relatively high. Whether it is a large production line or a small oil press, our core goal is to obtain more and better quality edible oil, which runs through the design of the entire edible production process. Strive to provide customers with the most suitable edible oil production solution. Then we look at the equipment distillator. The distillator is to remove the hard and stone in our raw materials. It is a specific gravity stone removal machine, which is mainly used to remove small but relatively hard inorganic impurities such as soil and stones from the raw materials, based on the weight of the stones and the raw materials. A unique steel plate and wind force are designed to remove these impurities. And the next machine is the cracker. This machine is a cracker. Cracker not only crushes the shell, but also have a certain crushing effect on the oil. After separating the kernel and shell, the oil yield can be improved. These are the most efficient production methods summarized by engineers in this project. The cracker adopts a roller type design with adjustable spacing, which can not only adjust the pressure according to the average size of the material to achieve the most efficient of cooking oil. Okay, then we look at the next machine. It's a flaking roll. Due to the relatively small particle size and the soft texture of sunflower seed kernels and cotton seed kernels, clean soybeans and seed kernels and cotton seed kernels are compressed into our flaking roll, increasing their contact area of oil press, damaging the cell wall of the oil seeds, releasing more oil, and improving the oil yield. And the next machine is our oil press. This is a round raw oil press. Why we choose it? Because it can greatly increase its service life. There is another type of oil press, which is drip press. Although it press oil under great pressure, it also causes high wear and tear on the machine, and the maintenance cost is relatively high. And then we look at the next machine is our leaf filter. The leaf filter specially designed for large-scale production lines to filter our small impurities in the crude oil. Moreover, the filter placed on in our leaf filter machine are made of food-grade 304 stainless steel to avoid the impact of filter plies on the quality of edible oil. Then we have a various views in our oil line. We can see it in this view. It is the appearance of the oil line. Okay, let me introduce it again. The harvest soybeans are transported by a winch and the blockade elevator to the first section clean section. There are two services in the clean section. It is the first service. It is a vibrating skin. The vibrating cleaning skin uses a sieve with high frequency vibration to better remove the large impurities, such as roots, stems, and leaves from soybean. The presence of these impurities not only absorbs the edible oil obtained from subsequent processing, but also causes blockages in the machine. The next machine is our distillator. The distillator specific gravity stone removal machine, which is mainly used to remove small but relatively hard inorganic impurities, such as oil and stones from raw materials. Based on the weight of the stones, and raw materials. A unique sieve, plate, and wind force are designed to remove these impurities. For the soybeans and peanuts, such as shells and large particles, crops will directly enter the cracker after cleaning. To crush the materials to obtain smaller particles, which will improve the work efficiency of the oil extractor as well as the oil yard. Cracker can not only crush the shell, but also have a certain crushing efficiency on the oil. The black materials through the black water into the softening pot. The direct steam is introduced to adjust the moisture and temperature. Normally, after softening, the humidity is maintained at around 10%, and the temperature is maintained at around 70 degrees. The temperature and moisture that need to adjust for the different raw materials. Due to the relatively small particle size. What is our smallest machine? The smallest machine is can 130 kilograms in 24 hours. It is a single pressed palm kernel oil. It is the smallest machine is 500 kilograms. The flaking roll, increasing the contact their area with the oil press, damaging the cell wall of the oil seeds, releasing more oil, and thus improving the oil yield. And next machine is a cooker. Through the bucket evaluator to adjust the moisture and the temperature of the oil typically. The optimal processing temperature is around 100 degrees, and the moisture content of approximately 12%. It is fast heating, simple, and convenient to adjust the moisture. And through the winch, we can go through in our pressing machine. Our pressing machine is a circle round raw oil press machine, which is more wear and resident in design, reduces the loss of equipment, and it can greatly increase the service life. We can get the crude oil and oil cake through the pressing machine. The residue oil rate is only 5 to 6%. And then we can go through the filter section. There are two services in our filter section. Through the oil residue scraper. The oil scraper. The function is to transport the crude oil transportation process and the settled oil residue in oil tank to the bucket evaluator. As the bucket evaluator returns to the oil press. It can press it again. The first section in our future section is clarify oil tank. The clarify oil tank, which can serve as a temporary storage, controls the production rate and improves the production efficiency. On the other hand, by standing still, the oil residue will set to the bottom of the fuel tank due to the gravity, making the crude oil cleaner. Will set to bottom of fuel tank. In addition, we also notice an important conveying device is our leaf filter. The leaf filter, specialized design for large-scale production lines to filter out small impurities in the crude oil. Moreover, the filter blades in our leaf filter machine are made of food-grade 304 stainless steel to avoid the impact of filter plates on the quality of edible oil. And this is all the process in our oil pressing line. It is a complete video.